You're 63. You've been thinking about taking Social Security for a year now, and you're tired of waiting, so you file. Here's the problem. You just picked one of the absolute worst ages to claim benefits. That decision will cost you about $38,000 over your lifetime, compared to waiting just one more year. In the next 9 minutes, I'm going to show you the 3 worst ages to file for Social Security, exactly why they'll cost you money, and when you should file instead to keep more of your hard-earned benefits. Here's why this matters so much. Social Security isn't like a savings account where you get out what you put in. It's more like a deal you're making with the government. You pick when to start, and they pick how much you get every single month for the rest of your life. Once you make that choice, you're locked in. No do-overs. The problem? Most people think there are only 3 magic numbers: 62, 67, and 70. Take it early. Take it at normal retirement, or wait for the maximum. But here's what nobody tells you. There are specific ages in between those numbers that are financial traps. They seem reasonable, but the math works against you. Think of it like buying a car. You wouldn't pay full price 2 days before the big sale starts, right? Same thing here. Some ages put you in the worst possible position. You've given up money by waiting, but you haven't waited long enough to make it worth it. I know this is frustrating. Social Security makes it sound like any age between 62 and 70 is fine, but that's not true. Some ages are significantly worse than others, and today I'm going to show you exactly which ones to avoid. The first trap, age 63, 64, 65, or 66. Let me start with the biggest trap, and it catches more people than any other. Ages 63, 64, 65, and 66. These are the danger zone years, and here's why. When you claim Social Security before your full retirement age, that's 67 for most people watching this, they reduce your payment. For every month you claim early, they cut your benefit by about 0.55%. That adds up fast. Here's what that looks like in real money. Let's say your full retirement age benefit at 67 is $2,400 per month. At 62, you get about $1,680. That's 30% less. At 63, you get about $1,800. That's 25% less. At 64, you get about $1,920. That's 20% less. At 65, you get about $2,040. That's 15% less. At 66, you get about $2,160. That's 10% less. Now, here's the thing. If you're going to claim early, age 62 at least makes sense. You're getting the money for the longest possible time. You've made a clear choice, smaller checks for more years. But ages 63 through 66, you're in this weird middle ground. You've already given up months or years of payments by waiting past 62, but you haven't waited long enough to get your full benefit at 67. You're losing on both ends. Let me show you the math with a real example. Meet Robert. He's trying to decide between filing at 64 or waiting until 67. Option 1, file at 64. He gets $1,920 per month starting immediately. Over the next 3 years until he turns 67, he collects $69,120 total. Option 2, wait until 67. He gets nothing for 3 years. But starting at 67, he gets $2,400 per month. That's $480 more every single month. Here's where it gets interesting. How long until waiting catches up? We divide that $69,120 he collected early by the $480 extra per month he'd get by waiting. That's 144 months, or 12 years. So at age 79, Robert breaks even, but Social Security isn't done paying you at 79. The average 64-year-old man lives to about 84. That's 5 more years of getting an extra $480 per month. That's $28,800 more by waiting. And here's what really matters. Those bigger monthly checks get cost of living raises every year. Those raises are based on the size of your check. Bigger check means bigger raises year after year. By age 85, Robert who waited could be getting $700 more per month than Robert who filed at 64. Still with me? Because this next one surprises people. The second trap, age 68 or 69. Now, let's talk about the opposite problem. Ages 68 and 69. Most people know that if you wait past your full retirement age of 67, your benefit grows. Social Security gives you delayed retirement credits. That's 8% more for every year you wait, up until age 70. So waiting from 67 to 70 means 24% more money every month for life. If your benefit at 67 is $2,400, at 70, it's $2,976. That's an extra $576 every single month. Here's the trap. If you're going to wait past 67, you need to wait all the way to 70. Ages 68 and 69 are the worst of both worlds. Let me explain with Janet's situation. She's 68 years old right now, trying to decide whether to file immediately or wait 2 more years until 70. If she files at 68, she gets $2,592 per month. That's 8% more than she'd get at 67, which sounds pretty good. If she waits until 70, she gets $2,976 per month. That's $384 more than filing at 68. Over those 2 years of waiting, she gives up $62,208 in benefits. How long to break even? That's $62,208 divided by $384 extra per month equals 162 months. That's 13 and a half years. Janet doesn't break even until she's 83 and a half. Now, if you're in great health and expect to live into your 90s, waiting until 70 makes sense. But here's the problem with stopping at 68 or 69. You've already done the hard part. You've waited past 67. You've left money on the table, but you stop before maxing out your benefit. Think of it like running a marathon and stopping at mile 24. You've already done most of the hard work, but you're giving up the finish line reward. There's also a tax issue here that people miss. If you're still working at 68 or 69, your Social Security benefit might be taxable income, but those delayed retirement credits you're earning, they're growing your benefit tax-free. You're better off letting it grow until 70 than claiming the maximum. Here's my rule. If you're going to wait past 67, wait all the way to 70. Don't stop at 68 or 69 unless you absolutely need the money or your health has changed dramatically. If this is making sense so far, hit that subscribe button. We break down complicated Social Security rules every single week so you can make the smartest choices with your benefits. The third trap, taking benefits while still working full-time before your full retirement age. This one's a little different, but it catches thousands of people every year. The trap isn't just about age. It's about taking Social Security benefits at any age before 67 while you're still working full-time. Here's what happens. If you claim before your full retirement age and you're still earning income from work, Social Security has something called the earnings test. In 2025, if you make more than $23,400 from working, they take back $1 in benefits for every $2 you earn above that limit. Let me show you how brutal this is. Say you're 63. You start collecting $1,800 per month from Social Security. That's $21,600 per year. But you're also still working and earning $50,000. You're $26,600 over the limit. Social Security takes back half of that. That's $13,300 they're clawing back. They do this by withholding entire months of benefits. In this case, they withhold about 7 months of your Social Security checks. So you thought you were getting $21,600 from Social Security, but you actually only get about $9,000. You've permanently reduced your benefit by claiming early, but you're not even getting most of the money right now. Now, Social Security does give you some credit later for those withheld months. But here's the thing. You have been better off just waiting to file until you stop working or until you hit 67. There's a special rule for the year you reach full retirement age. In those months before your birthday, the limit is higher, $62, $160 in 2025, and they only take back $1 for every $3 over the limit instead of $1 for every $2. But you're still better off waiting those few months. Bottom line, don't claim Social Security benefits before your full retirement age if you're still earning more than $23,400 from work. You're just creating a mess. Let me tell you about the 3 biggest mistakes I see people make with timing their Social Security. Mistake number 1, filing at 62 because the system might run out of money. Look, I get the fear, but Social Security isn't going broke. Even in the worst case scenario, it'll pay about 80% of benefits. Filing early because you're scared means you're guaranteeing yourself 30% less money every month for life. Don't let fear make you leave money on the table. Mistake number 2, not checking your actual full retirement age. A lot of people think it's 65 because that's Medicare age. It's not. If you were born in 1960 or later, your full retirement age is 67. Filing at 65 thinking it's normal retirement means you're taking an early filing penalty without realizing it. Mistake number 3, claiming at 62 or 63 because your spouse did. Your spouse's claiming decision should not automatically determine yours, especially if you're the higher earner. If you predecease your spouse, they'll get your benefit amount if it's higher than theirs. By claiming early, you're reducing not just your benefit, but potentially their survivor benefit too. This mistake can cost a surviving spouse $100,000 or more over their lifetime. Here's exactly what you need to do right now. First, get your actual benefit estimates at different ages. Go to ssa.gov, create your My Social Security account, and look at your statement. You'll see exactly what you get at 62, at your full retirement age, and at 70. Write those numbers down. Second, look at your health and your family longevity. Be honest. If your parent and grandparents lived into their 80s and 90s, and you're in decent health, waiting past 62 makes financial sense. If you have serious health issues or your family history shows shorter lifespans, claiming earlier might be right for you. Third, calculate your break-even age. Take the total amount you collect by claiming early, divide it by the extra monthly amount you get by waiting, and that tells you when waiting catches up. If your break-even age is 78 and you expect to live to 85, waiting wins. Fourth, coordinate with your spouse if you're married. Run the numbers for both of you together, not separately. Sometimes it makes sense for one spouse to claim early and the other to wait, especially if there's a big difference in your benefit amounts. Finally, if you're still working, don't claim before your full retirement age unless you're earning less than $23,400 per year. You'll just trigger the earnings test and lose benefits anyway. Here's what you need to remember. Ages 63, 64, 65, and 66 cost you money because you waited past 62 but haven't reached your full benefit. Ages 68 and 69 cost you money because you've already waited past 67 but stopped before maxing out at 70. And claiming before 67 while working full-time costs you money because of the earnings test. The best ages? 62 if you need the money now or have health issues. 67 for your full benefit with no penalties, or 70 for the absolute maximum if you can wait and expect to live a long life. Drop a comment below and let me know, what age are you planning to claim? And did this video change your thinking? Next week, I'm breaking down exactly how married couples should coordinate their Social Security filing. This is where you can really maximize your household benefits. You don't want to miss it. Lastly, kindly hit that subscribe button before you leave. We would highly appreciate it, as it would be your huge contribution to help us grow a new channel like ours. We love you.